Hi everyone, hi lovers. It's always a pleasure to be here, and you can tell from my appearance today that I'm excited and I'm fully prepared for today's conversation. So, welcome again to another episode of Becoming with Heart. This is a space where we slow down, have honest conversations, and go through the things we don't always say out loud. This is a space where truth is not forced but revealed, where we don't just talk about life, we are aligning with who God is calling us to be, one step at a time. So, wherever you're listening from, take a moment, settle in, and let's grow together. So, today's conversation, I didn't plan it, but I've been thinking, and not just thinking, I've been noticing it lately. There is a mindset that has quietly grown into our generation, especially when it comes to relationships and breakups. It's this subtle belief that if this didn't work between us, then your life shouldn't work after me. Nobody really says it directly, but you hear it in statements like, "You will never find someone like me." Let's see how you are going to survive without me. And after everything I did for you, and I had to pause and ask, when did we start thinking we have that kind of authority over people's life? Let's be honest, breakups hurt. Disappointment is real. Giving your heart and it's still not working, that is not a small thing at all. But there is a line, and a lot of people cross it without even realizing. Now, let me bring balance into this. First, not every relationship is meant to last. Not every relationship is meant to be. Some people came into your life and their assignment finished. And if you are honest, you will remember the signs, the misalignment, the unrest, that quiet knowing that something wasn't right anymore. So yes, sometimes walking away is not failure, it is direction. But here is the second truth I want us to realize from this conversation, and this is where many people get it wrong. Just because something ended does not mean the other person's life ends with you. You are not their God. You don't get to decide if they prosper. You don't get to decide if they find love again, and if your heart is secretly wishing them downfall. That is no longer heartbreak. That is bitterness. And bitterness, it doesn't destroy them first. It destroys you. Yes, you. Now let's go deeper into this conversation, because this part is very, very important. There are some people, if you are honest with yourself, you knew God brought them into your life. Not prayer, not loneliness, not emotions, not just mere feelings. You knew it. You were so sure, you were convinced. But because of borrowed convictions, because of voices all around you, because of fear, because of timing you didn't understand, you let them go. And let me say this carefully. It is possible to miss something real. It is possible to miss your God-ordained partners. It happens. There are people today who will sit and say, "I wish I didn't leave that person. I wish I didn't let him or her go. I wish I didn't listen to people. I wish I had stayed. I wish I had handled it differently. I wish I stayed with my conviction, not a borrowed conviction." These things are real. Not everything comes back. Not every door reopens. And if you're not discerning, you can walk away from something God gave you, thinking you're being wise. But even in that truth, there is still balance. Because whether you stayed or left, whether it was right or wrong, you still don't have the authority to cause what you walked away from. Even if you made a mistake, even if they made a mistake, you release them. Because holding on to people with regret or bitterness won't rewrite anything. This is why I always say, know God for yourself. Because if you don't, people will give you opinions and call it wisdom. People will project their fears and call it advice. People will shift your convictions without even realizing it. You will keep borrowing convictions from people when you don't know what God has told you. And before you know it, you're living a life that was influenced, not led by God. So how do you handle this? Let me keep it simple. First, be honest with yourself. If you are hurt, admit it. If you are angry, admit it. Don't hide it under spirituality. Second, release people properly, not just physically, emotionally. Let them go without attaching any negativity to their future. Third, go back to God. Ask God real question. Is your God within you can be naked and not ashamed? Was this for me? Did I leave too early? What are you doing in my life right now? Because clarity doesn't come from overthinking. It comes from alignment. And lastly, understand this. What is truly yours will not need manipulation to stay. And even if you feel like you missed it, God is still able to guide your life forward. But you must stay open. You must stay humble and discerning. So if you're in that space right now, where you are hurt or maybe even regretting, don't harden your heart. Don't start wishing people bad. Just shift from they can't be better without me to God, lead me right this time and keep me where I'm meant to be. And that is where I will leave it for today. If this spoke to you, don't just move on. Sit with it. Growth doesn't happen in noise, it happens in reflection. Carry this with you. You don't have to rush the process, just stay aligned, stay honest, and stay open to God. Once again, this is Becoming with Ak, and I will meet you again right where growth is happening. Bye.